Going from $0 to $100 million sounds crazy, but that's exactly what Alex Hormozi did, and all in an incredibly short amount of time. If you haven't heard of him, he's a highly successful entrepreneur, venture capitalist, and author who, together with his wife Layla, co-owns a portfolio of companies that generate over $100 million in revenue annually. And that's not the craziest part. Before he garnered all of these assets, he was just a normal Alex, a gym owner who was in a situation where he had to sleep on the floor of his gym. But back to the present, he's now founded, scaled up, and sold multiple businesses, including Gym Launch, Prestige Labs, and Allen, which has led to his huge net worth with the promise of more on the horizon. Although we all now know a lot about Alex since he's popped into the spotlight, what's not talked about a lot is when exactly Alex made his first million and how he and Layla met along the way. Well, we did a big dive into his life, and here are all the intriguing details about Alex's life that not a lot of people know about. Early years. Like many other rags to riches stories, Alex Hormozi's success comes from the fact that he decided to pursue something he's been passionate about from an early age. You see, when Alex was a kid, his only dream was to be filthy rich, but he didn't know how to get there. He did have one thing on his side though, and that's the fact that he was pretty smart and studious, always looking for new things to learn. This led Alex to become a big shot at his school, where he was the vice president of the newspaper, the editor-in-chief of the creative magazine, and played sports on 3 different teams. He went to Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee, and graduated in 3 years with a 4-year degree. But all the credit for Alex's fast-paced and high-achieving education doesn't belong to him alone, it seems, because, as he once said in an interview, he always tried to push himself due to his traditional Middle Eastern parents' expectations. After graduation, Alex worked as a management consultant at a strategy firm for 2 years before deciding to venture out on his own. Originally, he planned to start a frozen yogurt business, but he didn't have enough cash to cover the initial costs, so that didn't pan out. So he shifted his focus to a gym business, which he was passionate about. Alex wanted to learn how to run a gym as quickly as possible, so he reached out to over 40 gyms and asked to work for free. Only one gym took him up on the offer. And even though he wasn't getting paid, it was the beginning of his journey to becoming a rich dude. Alex's first gym. When Alex got the offer to come work at the new gym, he was living in Baltimore at the time, and the gym was located in Los Angeles, so he sold his condo and relocated. He spent 3 months as the owner's apprentice and learned everything he could. After that, Alex opened his first gym in Los Angeles in 2013, which cost him $50,000 out of the $60,000 he'd saved. He couldn't afford his apartment rent anymore, so he slept at the gym to cut costs. Now that's some serious grit and determination right there. Luckily, just 6 months into opening its doors, the gym earned a profit of $35,000 monthly, giving him capital leverage to expand. By the following year, he'd acquired 5 more gyms. Alex started racking in upwards of $10,000 a month across 6 locations, but despite the outstanding success of his gyms, the individual opted to sell all 6 of them for a total of $300,000 as he aspired to transition from being a gym owner to a gym consultant. Not up to his first million yet, but he was sure getting close. Incidentally, it was about this time he met his wife Layla, and they both decided to combine their passion and expertise in fitness and business to establish Gym Launch in 2016. The business is an online coaching program that assists gym owners in growing their businesses. They shared their Gym Launch secrets with other gym owners, helping them turn their fortunes by using strategies to drive up membership for a small fee. The business luckily took flight, turning its process into a licensing model and helping over 4,000 gyms enter the green. But he couldn't have done it all without Layla's supportiveness. Layla's impact. In her own earlier years, Layla was quite the opposite of Alex. Growing up, she had some self-esteem issues due to her appearance, and when she finally overcame them a little, she slid into a party phase from the age of 16 to 21. It came as a result of her feeling ignored and being made fun of in middle school. So when she finally started getting attention, she got addicted to the feeling of self-importance and started throwing parties when her parents were out of town. She got arrested 6 times in just 18 months, and her grades started to suffer. On her final arrest, her dad expressed fear for her safety, which made her realize that she needed to make a change. So Layla decided to focus on self-development and cut off friends who partied too much. She got in shape, improved her grades, and turned her life around. Layla relocated to Orange County, California in 2015 to pursue a profession in the fitness industry, which was about the same time Alex moved to LA. They both met through Bumble, and you'll never believe that on their initial 5-hour date, all they talked about was their entrepreneurial interests. Obviously, the vibe was right, and even though it wasn't a love at first sight kind of story, they were obviously very much in sync. It can be said of Alex and Layla that they're more like partners, because for both of them, business is the bedrock of their marriage, and while this might seem a little weird to outsiders, it's safe to say it's been working great for them. They have been able to leverage their smart marketing and social media strategies to create a successful partnership by combining their skills and expertise. Alex is the visionary and strategist, while Layla is the detail-oriented and execution-focused partner. A power couple match made in heaven. If you've enjoyed all the exciting details so far on how Alex Hormozi made his first million, then please consider subscribing and don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Other ventures. With more time and money on their hands, Alex and Layla moved into funding businesses like supplement firm Prestige Labs and software company Alan. Prestige Labs is a sports nutrition company co-founded by the couple in 2018, and it earned an insane $1.7 million in revenue each month within 6 months of operating. They then turned to AI, where they founded Alan, a lead generation company that uses machine learning to help companies grow. After the success of these two companies, Alex then started buying pieces of other companies and grew 3 of them to be worth over $50 million in just 3 years. It's even more impressive because he's now founded and scaled up 7 companies without taking any loans or getting other people to invest in him. But Alex isn't just about making money for himself. He's also become a venture capitalist, meaning he invests his own money into other businesses to help them grow. He even founded a company called Acquisition.com to do just that. He's really good at helping businesses with sales and marketing strategies, and he invests in a new company every month. Aside from startups, Alex also invests in real estate and luxury cars. He used to own a fancy mansion in Austin, Texas, but sold it for $4 million to reinvest in his businesses. He's really into owning multiple properties across the country because he knows it's a good way to make even more money. Current financial status. Aside from running 3 successful brands that we've mentioned before, Alex is also a best-selling author on Amazon. His book, $100 Million Offers: How to Make Offers So Good People Feel Stupid Saying No, has garnered a lot of attention. Not only that, but he also hosts a podcast and has over 2 million followers on social media. Talk about popular. But here's where things get even crazier. As if his success wasn't enough, he's also a philanthropist who donates to charities that help underprivileged kids. Recently, he and Layla donated a whopping $2 million to After School All-Stars. It's incredibly motivating to see a couple who has worked hard to achieve their success, and to top it all off, they gave back to society. It's like the cherry on top of an already impressive sundae. At the moment, Alex's 3 top lucrative features bring in an estimated revenue of about $100 million a year, whilst he and Layla have a personal joint net worth of about $20 million. In fact, Alex has shared his desire to reach billionaire status in the near future, and with the effort he's put into all he's done, he just might achieve that feat very soon. As for exactly when he made his first million, Gym Launch earned over $2.3 million per month in just the first 12 months and earned $17 million in profit in the first year of licensing. So it's reasonable to infer that his first million came from the revenue generated from Gym Launch. Since you watched the entire video, this next one will blow your mind. Are you ready?